Before I actually answer Honorable Maharaj, I'd like to make some comments on what the Honorable Leader of Opposition said last night in regards to the sugar corporation and the staffs, the attitudes, what's been happening, why that there is a decrease in the sugar industry's cane. You're right. What's happened, the attitude of the staffs in FSC over the last 10 years and so has been such that the farmers have to run to the workers, rather than the workers should run to the farmers and advise them. That has the observation that I've seen. And I warn the FSC workers very hardly now that if you are slack on your work, just go home. Give the job to somebody else. Now I'll tell you what, an example of a sector clerk in Wailebu. He never visited the farmers. He was sitting in the office all the time. And one day, the farmer, he planted his cane. He requested the sector officer to come and survey his farm so that there could be a claim back to FSC. He never turned up. So the farmer made a video of his farm and the complaint against the sector clerk. And he forwarded to me. And I immediately forwarded to FSC CEO. I said, look, this is what the sector clerk is doing. And I said, you either fire him or I fire you. So that sector clerk got out of the office. So that's the type of attitude I'm taking. Yes. So I wholeheartedly take your advice, Leader of Opposition. And as I said, I'm not a no-nonsense minister. I'm not a no-nonsense minister. I want a hands-on job. Now, Honorable Pramila Kumar, she complimented about the sugar industry, supported the motion. But unfortunately, when I was replying, she was not out. She was not in the chambers. I don't know why. When you want to support me, you should be here. Listen to me. I'm coming to that. I've got plenty of time. I'm just simply saying that you were not here when I was replying the motion. And Honorable Bala, yesterday, when I announced the sugar price, he was complaining. Why are you complaining? You were complaining last time. The question is coming. The question is coming now. Now listen. Look, what I'm saying, Abdul Baraj, you questioned me about Ra. Your very member sitting next to you is from Ra.
Answer that question.
Yes, I'm coming to them. Ratu Joshua is a high chief of Ra. He actually asked me, he said, Mr. Minister, how can we get together and increase the production in Ra? See, a chief like him, from that side, he's offering the government, how can we increase production? Look, I can't see you, man. By the way, Mr. Speaker said, okay. Mr. Speaker said, I respond to the question of Honorable L.B. Maharaj regarding the measures taken to increase the supply of cane in Rakiraki area. We as coalition government, Mr. Speaker, recognize the crucial role the sugar industry has in our economy, particularly supporting the livelihoods of many families in Rakiraki and beyond. To address the challenge of the increasing cane supply in this area, we are implementing multi-phased strategy. Based on the current data, the total area registered for cane cultivation across the 4 sectors in Penang mill area is approximately 8,142 hectares. However, only 34% or 2,729.3 hectares of this land is currently under cultivation, resulting in a production of 141,000 tons of cane. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, there is significant potential to boost the production in the Rakiraki cane belt as it was in the good days until after 2016. If we can increase the cultivation area to at least 60% of the total area available, we could produce approximately 250,000 tons of cane. And this was achieved in the past years, Mr. Speaker said. To boost the production, our initial focus will be on both Ellington 1, Ellington 2 sectors, where there is less than 20% of the registered land is currently under active cultivation. Re-engaging inactive producers, Mr. Speaker said, is a primary strategy. Many farmers who have ceased sugarcane cultivation need to have encouragement and support to retain, which is essential for increasing for the overall productivity of the mill. We have introduced various incentives and programs aimed at encouraging existing farmers to expand their cane cultivation, attracting farmers into the industry. These incentives include grants for planting sugarcane, subsidies for fertilizer, 5 lakh ton incentive for improving production, manual labor harvesting support, provision of farm equipments, improved cane varieties that promise higher yields. With recognizing that adequate infrastructure is vital for efficient farming, we are investing in improving access roads to cane farms, upgrading drainage system to mitigate the impacts of adverse weather conditions. This infrastructure, Mr. Speaker says, support will enable farmers to cultivate and harvest cane more effectively. Mr. Speaker said, we are enhancing our agricultural extension services to provide farmers with up-to-date knowledge and best practices in cane farming. This includes training on the modern agricultural techniques, pest and disease management, soil fertility management, etc. These services by STRIF and FSC are designed to increase the productivity and sustainability in cane farming. Engaging the youth in farming through the formation of small cooperatives is another strategy to increase the cane production. Mr. Speaker said the Sugar Research Institute will train young farmers, particularly the Itoki, in the best management practices, ensuring they will be well equipped to manage and cultivate sugarcane effectively. The government is working with the financial institutions, especially the Sugarcane Growth Fund, to facilitate easy access to credit for the cane farmers. By providing low-interest loans and financial products tailored to need the cane farmers, we aim to remove the financial barriers that to prevent farmers from investing in their farms and expanding the production. Our collaboration with the Research Institute, Mr. Speaker said, will focus on developing the new cane varieties that are more resilient to climate change and disease while offering other yields. Ongoing research and development efforts ensure that our farmers have access to the best possible resource to increase the cane supply. Mr. Speaker, sir, to highlight a significant issue, farmers have faced immense challenge since the removal of the Penang mill in Rakiraki in 2016. This is disheartening to note that the reinstating of this mill would have required just over $5 million at the time. However, due to irresponsible decision making by the government, this mill was sold as a scrap. We are now bearing that government, Fiji first. We are now bearing the cost of decision by providing the farmers with a cartridge of $5 million plus a year. Over the last 7 years, we have already bled $30 million for the ignorance, and we will continue to burden them. This is a glaring example of a wastefulness of the previous administration. Nonetheless, we are moving strategically to eliminate this recurring cost and convert it into an investment that will benefit the taxpayers in the long run. Instead of catering the incapable decisions of the Fiji First government, the investment of the building of a new board mill in Penang, Mr. Speaker said, will no doubt reward our investment, attract new young farmers, particularly our resource owners, and hence other economic activities in Rakiraki and Tabu again. We expect this investment to operate efficiently enough that the debt incurred to build a new mill will be self-sustaining in the long run. In fact, we anticipate that this will be a game changer of the economy. Our coalition government, Mr. Speaker, sir, has been ardently advocating for the establishment of a new mill in Rakiraki to replace the one dismantled by the previous administration, which deeply hurt our farmers and shattered their confidence in no time. Last page. Mr. Speaker, however, Mr. Speaker said, listen, if you're frustrated, listen to my answers. However, Mr. Speaker said, we are committed. We are committed.
Point of order, Honourable Speaker.
Yes, point of order has been raised.
Point of order, Honourable number 60, Honourable Speaker, on the relevance. Just like to get a clarity. 2 days ago, Minister gave some figures that it's $7 million to cart sugarcane from Rakiraki to Ba. And the amount of cost he actually stated on that particular day wasn't 5 million. Within 2 days, the Minister is giving two different figures. Can Minister please clarify, because his figures, it seems like his figures are coming out from thin air, Honourable Speaker, and not from the staff of the ministries. So how come 2 days ago it was 5 million and today, 2 days ago it was 7 million and today it has come down to 5 million, Honourable Speaker? Thank you. Just need to get a clarity on that.
Thank you. Well, let me rule on that point of order. Rakiraki is quite some distance away. And as the crow flies, that's a different, yes, mileage altogether. But if you follow the road, probably it's more longer. So that's why his figures were kind of way, because it follows the road. Anyway, thank you, Honourable Maharaj. Honourable Minister, you may resume your seat. You completed your time. Thank you. Yes, Honourable Koya, supplementary. And then it's to you, Honourable Virendra. You, Koya. Honourable Koya first.
Thank you, sir. Honourable Minister, thank you for your response. And with respect to specifically about Rakiraki and this new mill that you've been talking about for months on end. You heard the Honourable Deputy Prime Minister talking about sustainable aviation fuel and the production of ethanol. Honourable Minister, can you tell us, will Rakiraki also be a centre where we can actually, are you incorporating the plan to produce ethanol out of that new mill? And in terms of that, how are you going to, is that increase that you've spoken about with respect to sugarcane production going to include the production of ethanol with respect to sustainable aviation fuels?
Thank you. Yes, Honourable Minister.
Our plan is this, Honourable Square, that the ethanol plant will be...
Do you address me, sir?
Oh, sorry. The ethanol plant will be done in Ba, because if the Rakiraki mill is done, come on, man. If the Rakiraki mill is done, we will have to bring in molasses and sugar out of Rakiraki mill and Ruka mill into Ba mill. So that will be the center of the ethanol plant. But the Rakiraki mill, which will be established, that will have a refinery together with it. So we'll have a refinery in Rakiraki, because as you know, Honourable Prayer, that we are exporting all our raw sugar to overseas, and then we are importing white sugar back to Fiji. So Rakiraki mill will have a full scale. Who's questioning? Who's questioning me? Question me properly, man. Mr. Speaker, sir. Look, you know, they don't know about sugar, they would not ask about sugar. Now, what I'm saying, I'm answering you, Honourable Speaker, sir. That look, our plans are very intact. It's going to happen. It's not a matchbox project. It's a big project, and we are currently negotiating with India and China both to bring in the mill. And we'll see which is the best option, and thereafter we'll take it to cabinet.
Yes, Honourable Virendra Lal.
Mr. Speaker, say another supplementary question, sir. Due to TC Winston, after the closure of Penang sugar mill, a lot of farmers, cane farmers, stopped doing cane farming. They diversified to other crops. So my question to the minister is, what incentives are there to bring these farmers back to sugarcane farming? Thank you, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, well, as I said that in the last budget we had 13 different programs. In the next budget we'll have another 7 new programs which will focus on the Rakiraki itself and the farmers in that area. So just hold on for a while and we'll reveal.
Thank you, Honorable Kirpal.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Minister for Sugar, for your nice answer. My short supplementary question is that when the Rakiraki sugar mill will start construction of Rakiraki sugar mill? When it's going to start? As you have already promised to Rakiraki farmers.
Mr. Speaker, as I said just now, it's not a matchbox project. It's a project that has to be well designed. What I'm saying, currently we are talking to the suppliers, and they will give us a price, a proper price. Then we'll come back to Fiji Fest party to take a bipartisan approval, and then we'll start. And it will not start now, but it will definitely finish before the end of our term.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Bala.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Much has been said about Rakiraki sugar mill. What is the total tonnage of cane that we get from Rakiraki mill area? And Mr. Speaker, I have a follow-up question on the basis of his answer. Thank you.
Yes. Honorable Windsor.
Can I get your question repeated again? Because honestly I can't see you, I can't hear you. Say it again.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can we have some provision for breathalyzer here?
Honorable Member.
Mr. Speaker,
Is somebody driving? Well, yes, Honorable Leader of Government.
Raising a point of order, sir.
Yeah.
74-1.
Huh?
Regarding the use, that question implies when he is asking the question, do you need a breathalyzer? Or referring to the word breathalyzer, which is imputing improper motives.
I've
Thank you.
corrected him on that one, Honorable Leader of Government. Because nobody is driving here. So, Honorable Minister, you want to reply to that supplementary?
What was the question, Honorable Speaker?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can the Minister inform the House what is the total tonnage of cane that we get from Rakiraki mill area? And then I have a follow-up question. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, currently we are getting about 140,000 tons out of Rakiraki. But we are expecting, with the new mill to be there, we should be having about 3,000 tons of cane per day. Well, look, I'm answering here.
Hold on.
So what I'm saying is, answer is 140,000 tons as per now.
That's enough, sir. What's your follow-up question?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Is that enough tonnage to build Rakiraki mill? Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, that's what I'm saying. We have to increase the tonnage. And the mill will take 2 years to be built. So from now onwards, we have to encourage the farmers, including our chief from there and the fellow members, the Bengalis, to let's get it, start growing more sugar so that we can have sufficient sugar cane for the Rakiraki mill in 2 years' time.
Thank you. We will move on now.